Good evening, race fans, and welcome back to WFO Truck Series presented by Eighmey Contracting. Tonight we roll into the fast, gritty corners of Homestead Miami Speedway for championship race 4 of 5. Make no mistake, this is where the titles are won or lost. We've got just 18 points between 5th and 1st, so it's a very tight race in the points. And with just one race left after tonight, every lap, every inch of the track position, and every mistake carries massive championship implications. The pressure's on, the gloves are off, these drivers know there's no room left for points. It's time to execute. Bern, what are you doing in the chat? You're supposed to be racing. You're supposed to be practicing. So buckle up, because under the lights of Homestead, the road to the championship gets real, and it starts right now. And we will be right back after this.
Light the flame, we don't back down, we play this game. Wheel to wheel, it's skill and pride. We're racing clean with fire inside. Every turn a test of guts, fast and fair, no ifs or buts. Respect runs deep in every lane. We fight for wins, not for fame. Precision rules the track right here. Built on sweat, built on gear. Pushing hard but never low. Side by side we let it go. WFO, why freaking open, steal the show. Brotherhood on every lap, no cheap shots, no dirty taps. WFO, legends racing, friendships grow. Full send, all in, let it flow. This is WFO. It ain't just wins, it's how we stand. We lift each other hand in hand. From practice nights to final flags, we've got each other's backs. Hard racers, clean lines, sharpen steel through battle times. No ego, no shame, just honor in the name. WFO, wide freaking open, let it roll. Chasing greatness every show with the best you'll ever know. WFO, racing hard and keeping true. There's no other league like this crew. This is WFO. When the lights drop and the engines roar, this is where champions are made. WFO Racing League, wide freaking open. WFO, wide freaking open, steal the show. Brotherhood on every lap, no cheap shots, no dirty taps. WFO, legends racing, friendships grow. Full send, all in, let it flow. This is WFO.
All right, everybody, they have qualified and are gridding up. So we are going to have tonight's starting grid proudly presented by Grace and Jade Photography, capturing real moments and real stories coast to coast. Learn more at graceandjadephotography.com. With that being said, let's get our grid up on the screen. Nick Hunt is going to be taking the pole tonight. So we've got Nick Hunt on the first spot. Tommy Haynes is going to be second tonight. Keaton Tripp will be starting third. Chuck Sweeting will be starting fourth. John McMillan is going to be fifth, and Adam Matz is going to be sixth. Rylan Neese will be starting in seventh place tonight with Benjamin Lacey, our points leader in the trucks. He will be starting eighth. Richard Holland will be starting in ninth place with Burt Wilson starting 10th. John Wimbish will be starting in 11th place with Vern Bradley starting in 12th. Ricky Fagone will be starting in 13th with Dakota Floyd to his outside starting in 14th. Ronald Hall will be 15th with Ivan Jones to his outside in 16th. TJ Lee will be starting 17th place tonight. Michael McCulley will be starting 18th. And that is your lineup. We have 18 trucks out here tonight. So they are getting started off. They'll go out, do their lap around, and we will kick this thing off. All right, base car is going to drop down. These guys are going to squeeze together, and we are going to shoot this off. It is green, green, green. Caution. We got ourselves a caution. Looked like Dakota got loose, and unfortunately, it looks like Ivan got caught by the tail of him and into the wall. Not what our Ivan, I'm sure, wanted to have happen in the very beginning. Ivan having a rough season. Ivan's been having a rough season. We'll take a point of view from Ivan's point of view. He just had nowhere to go but in, unfortunately. There's no way to avoid that. Did sound like Ivan might have broke loose too on that, but get these guys lined back up again. Gonna make their way back around. Does look like both Dakota and Ivan were able to beat the pace truck around, so pace car. All right, pace car is down. We're gonna try and restart this thing back up again. Green, green, green. See a lot of trucks already breaking loose on a restart there. Nick Hunt is going to have the lead. Keaton Tripp is going to be right behind him. Tommy Haynes trying to work his way up. You got John McMillan on the outside of Tommy, trying to hold on to a spot. I'll take that back. I think that's John on the inside. It's Chuck on the outside. Keaton working on Nick. Gonna drop his way down. He's gonna make his way up and around. You got Keaton Tripp in the lead, Nick Hunt in second, John McMillan in third, Tommy Haynes fourth, Rylan Neese is gonna be in fifth. John getting squeezed to the inside. He's gonna Rylan going to the outside, trying to make a way up there. He's going to get around Nick, and he's going to take third. Not sure if he came in hot there on Chuck or not, but Chuck running a paint scheme I have not seen before. And that could be because I don't have it running. So we're gonna do that here quick, and some of these vehicles are gonna change colors. Not sure why that wasn't turned on. I didn't turn it off from last night, so it should have still been on. So some of these trucks are gonna flash gray, and then they'll come back the colors they're supposed to be. We got Keaton Tripp out front, Rylan Neese in second place, Chuck Sweeting in third. There you go. Now I recognize that truck. It helps when I have the thing turns on, right things turned on. Benjamin Lacey working his way back up there, getting his spots. If we go in here and look, so our point situation right now, Benjamin Lacey leads, but Richard Holland is only 6 points behind him. Adam Matz is 12 behind. Tommy Haynes is 13 behind. And John Wimbish is 18 behind. So with 18 cars here, or trucks here tonight, John and Tommy and Adam are going to have troubles trying to gain any big spots points wise, especially if Benjamin's going to work his way up front. So Chuck working to the inside of Rylan, trying to make a hole and make his way through. We see Ryan look like he got a little loose there. Chuck running on the inside alone. So if we go to the front, we'll go through the liveries of the cars, of the trucks. So you got the 419 team, 419 Motorsports. There of Keaton Tripp in that 26. You got teammate Rylan Neese right behind him in the 48. Benjamin Lacey in that Film in the Wild. He has made his way up to third. He's working his way to get to second. You got Chuck Sweeting there in that purple Lightning 75. He's got John McMillan battling him outside right now. That new South Meadows truck. Grace and Jade Photography, also sponsor of that truck. You got Adam Matz in that Pro Series truck that that orange number 9 that we've come to know. Also, Grace and Jade's sponsor. Richard Holland in that black and red Milwaukee 31. Vern Bradley in his Alienware 14. Currently in 8th place. Nick Hunt started first, has dropped back. He's losing another spot there to Ricky. Gonna gain it back though. So Nick's in that John Deere, number 60. You got Rick Fagone in that ASE number 10. Tommy Hates behind him. Running that number 17. Or Lolly. Then you got John Wimbish and Burt Wilson battling out. Frickin' Burt, dude. I thumped a stump twice. So anyway, so John's running at 56 Red Oak. Bert's running a 70 Blue Chew truck. Let's see what the raw dog to I raw dogged a bear. Her name was Brenda. Oh hell. You'll be thumping like a woodpecker on Molly. Oh man. So anyway, so that's Bert's truck tonight. And we go back to the 34 of TJ Lee, running at RGC Mortorsports. He's got that autism awareness hood paint job going on. Nice little touch he's got there. Like we've said prior, if anybody has any things with autism that they would like assistance or information on, reach out to us and we'll get you in touch with that man right there. He will be able to assist you in some of what he is not knowledgeable in. He has a autistic child himself and has dealt with a lot already, so, and he's got the knowledge on a bunch of stuff that I don't, so I'm not going to speak much more on it, but we'll let him speak to you if you want that assistance. Let us know. So then moving on back, got the number 1 of Ronald Hall. Looks like he's was breaking loose there, ended up going to the inside. And let Mike McCulley go by with that 81 Little Mermaid truck. Got a whole nother design and a whole new world. That's Aladdin, never mind. You got Ivan right there. Ivan unfortunately is a lap down because of that earlier incident. You see he's got a nice little pucker in his hood there from that. Got that neon green RGC Motorsports keeping it real truck, 53. Meanwhile, up front we got Keaton Tripp still in the lead. He has led 19 of the 26 laps. However, Benjamin Lacey is making a move and working on him. It looked like Benjamin had him, and now he doesn't. So, there's your battle for first, though. Battle 1 and 2, Keaton Tripp, Benjamin Lacey. Then you got to move about a second back to get back to these guys. You got Adam Matz currently running in third. John McMillan, he is currently in fourth place. Chuck Sweeting sitting there in fifth with Richard Holland right behind him. What I'm seeing, it looked like Benjamin might have had Keaton for a second there, but Keaton was able to hold on and keep that position. See if they can do it here this time around. Between Benjamin and Adam there, you see Adam in that number 9, that orange truck back there. That is about a 1.1 second gap between those two. Then you get a little bit tighter, and then it gets a little bit spaced out again. Right now, it looks like our tightest battle gonna be right here. Ricky trying to work his way around John. All right, and oh, we've got a caution. Looks like Mike McCulley might have been a part of that. Oh. Nope, just lost control and huh. So we'll see where that allows him to go back to. Looks like they're all going to come in. Except for Ivan. Ivan's trying to get his lap back, so he got the lucky dog. He's out there going around. So all these guys are going to be in the pits. They're going to get a head up on Ivan, but they are going to get lined back up. All right. On this restart, you got Keaton Tripp will be first, Benjamin Lacey to his outside in second, John McMillan in third, with Adam Matz to his outside. Richard Holland is going to be fifth, with Chuck Sweeting to his outside. Nick Hunt will be seventh, with Ryan Lanise to his outside in eighth. They're still doing a little shuffling around here, so we'll see. Pace car is down. And we're going back green. Ivan able to catch back up to the pack. He is back on the lead lap. Keaton in the lead. He's got about a 0.15 second gap in front of Benjamin Lacey. Adam Matz is going to be third. John McMillan fourth. Richard Holland is fifth. Ryan Lanise sixth. Chuck Sweeting seventh. Nick Hunt eighth. Vern Bradley is in ninth. And Tommy Haynes. Benjamin Lacey trying to keep up with Keaton, but he's starting to fall back a little bit. But Adam Matz is starting to make a move. Keeping up with Benjamin, getting right up there. He knows the points are there. Right now Adam Matz is 12 points behind. So he does not want to see Benjamin in front of him at all. Keaton going to the outside. Benjamin Lacey getting up and around, and Adam Matz, he's gonna look to the inside there very briefly. Not quite enough to get in there. Got Ryland going wide on that corner. Adam going to move to the inside. Keaton going really wide there. We'll see if that momentum helps him or hurts him. I'm not sure yet. Adam is right there. Adam's going to try and follow that same line. We got 45 laps complete out of 135 again tonight. So, a lot of these guys pitted 10 laps ago. I believe the mileage is similar to what the cars were. The cars were getting about 60. We'll see how much they stretch that tonight. Adam's going to work his way on the inside of Keaton and try and get that spot. Benjamin starting to put a decent sized gap between him and Keaton. It's now currently up to about a 0.4. We got Benjamin Lacey in first, Keaton Tripp in second, Adam Matz is third, John McMillan is fourth. Richard Holland and Rylan Neese battling it out for fifth right now. Then you got Nick Hunt is seventh. Tommy Haynes will be eighth. Vern Bradley is in ninth. And Chuck Sweeting is going to be in 10th. Keaton able to close that gap up just a little bit. He's got it down to about a 0.22. Starting to make a move to catch back up to Benjamin. Benjamin has now led 9 laps, so going by the looks, it looks like Dakota Floyd has called it a night, as well as Ronald Hall. So we've got 16 trucks left. You got Benjamin Lacey leading. Both of those scenarios are scenarios that the guys in the points for third, fourth, and fifth are not wanting to see. Benjamin going to the outside, Keaton running the inside line, trying to gain some spots. There's close some of that gap up. Looking through the line right now, it looks like this is the closest battle we got going on right now besides front. So besides 1, 2. So this is currently your battle for 5th place. For my official tracking, it looks like, and for my eyes now, Richard Holland did manage to get around, and he took that 5th spot. Meanwhile, up here in the front, Benjamin is getting a decent sized gap. It's now over half a second. Here you got Vern Bradley going to battle around Ryland trying to get a spot. Keaton has managed to close that gap again. So a little game of cat and mouse going on between these two, it looks like. Going through here, looks like we've got a battle right here. Chuck Sweeting is going to get around Ryland. Ryland trying to hold off. Ryland doing pretty good to hold off Chuck. Getting back up here in the front, you got Benjamin Lacey is still in lead. He's got about a .4 gap in front of Keaton. Then you got about a second and a half between Keaton and Richard Holland, who's currently in third place. And then it's a little bit of a tight battle here. You got John McMillan running behind him, and then you got Adam Matz right there, and that is your top 5. Moving back, you got Vern Bradley, Rylan Neese, Chuck Sweeting. And then behind Chuck, there's another second, almost 2-second gap here. You got yeah, it is. All right, you got Rylan Neese. He's currently in 8th. Ricky Vigone just took that spot away from John Wimbish. Tap, tap, tap. Is this thing on? It is. Ricky getting in front of and almost kind of in the way. Looked like he was getting a little loose there, going around, getting in front of him, but there's now a gap between them. So they're going to continue to go. We are officially halfway on this race now. So you got that, and moving on back, you got Tommy Haynes. You got Nick Hunt. Tommy Haynes dropping down the inside. Not sure exactly what that was about. Got TJ Lee right here. That was Burt Wilson that we were watching there at number 70. Ivan Jones out here in 15th place. And Mike McCulley currently in the pits. Benjamin Lacey holding on to about a .4 gap in front of Keaton Tripp, but Keaton is moving up slowly. But in the meantime, Richard Holland is falling back. He is now at 2 seconds. There is your battle for first place. These two guys running around there all by themselves. See. Keaton slowly eating away at that lead that Ben had. Moving on back, you got Adam Matz currently running in 4th place. Vern Bradley has managed to move his way up. He's battling John right now for that 5th place spot. Richard Holland's starting to create some space between him and 4th place. John McMillan and Vern Bradley, they're still battling out for that 5th spot. Vern's going to battle the inside, trying to hold on. Vern officially going to get around him. Fortunately, as he went back up, he broke loose, which that opened the door for John to drop low and go in and try and scoop another spot back. Chuck Sweden getting around. Back up front, you got Benjamin still out there with Keaton trailing. Keaton trying to figure out a way to get up in front of him. Not sure if he's trying to save a little bit, if both of these guys are trying to save a little bit. Who else we got battling right now? Looks like we got Chuck Sweeting still out here kind of battling with Vern, trying to get those spots. Or just trying to maintain. I'm not sure which. Move back up front here. We got Benjamin Lacey still holding on to that lead. You got Keaton Tripp in second place. Richard Holland in third. Vern Bradley has now officially moved up to fourth place. Chuck Sweeting is in fifth with John McMillan running sixth. Adam Matz right there, you see him. He is currently in seventh place. Rick Fagone is currently in eighth. We got guys starting to call out for pit stops. All right, we got guys going into pits, so that's going to leave Richard Holland in first. Vernon Bradley is going to be second place. Vern coming in. Is he going to get her slowed down? Oh, no. No, that is not how you want to come into the pits. So we got Chuck Sweeting is currently in the lead. Adam Matz is going to be second. Burt Wilson's going to be third. John McMillan, Tommy Haynes, and Nick Hunt are all out there on... Oh, we've got 9 trucks currently on the lead lap. He's going to go in and pit this time around. Chuck Sweeting's going to pit this next time around. Adam Matz in the pits right now. So once those guys go into the pits, that's going to put Benjamin back up in front. There you go. Benjamin's going to take his spot back in the lead. Keaton Tripp is back there, but he's got a second back behind, so he's got a little ways to work to get his way back up there. All right, now that they've got that, so you got Vern Bradley up here battling with Adam Matz. Ricky going to work the inside of Vern and take that spot away. Meanwhile, Benjamin out here still holding on to a second lead in front of Keaton. Keaton's got it down by 0.1, so he's going to keep trying. Got about 23 laps left to go. I'm sorry. There's more than that. But one, no. I can't math right now. I cannot math right now. So anyway, so we'll run through the list. You got Benjamin Lacey out in front. You got Keaton Tripp running second. Richard Holland is currently running third. John McMillan is in fourth right now. John Wimbish is fifth. Chuck Sweeting up there in sixth. TJ Lee. All right, we got 35 laps to go. I am bad at mathing tonight. I'm definitely bad at mathing tonight. So we got 35 laps to go. Keaton is starting to actually break down that gap between him and Benjamin. He's got it down to about a 0.7 now, so slowly working his way down. He's got 35 laps to do it in, so he's got time. Richard Holland, he's maintaining that third spot, but he is about 3 seconds behind, so got a battle right here for 7th place. Although you saw TJ right there, he was right on his bumper and he slid up to that outside, and that really slowed him down on that. So that tight gap that he had is now a bit wider. So running through the field, you got Benjamin Lacey in front, Keaton Tripp in second, Richard Holland is third, John McMillan is fourth, Chuck Sweeting is going to be fifth, John Wimbish is going to be sixth, Ricky Fagone is going to be in seventh, TJ Lee currently running in eighth, Adam Matz, he's in ninth place, Vern Bradley trying to work his way back up with everybody else. You got Nick Hunt in that number 60 John Deere. You see, you got Burt Wilson there. You got Ivan Jones currently running 14th. Rylan Neese, it looks like he's called it a night. And Mr. Mike McCulley, he's still in the pits too. So I'm guessing he's called it a night. So we have 14 trucks left. You're bad at peopling. So Keaton has managed to bring that gap down to about a 0.2 and shrinking. Moving through the list, there's not really anybody. Everybody's pretty spread out now, so your only other battle, next closest battle, is probably this right here between these two, but that's not a very good battle either. It looks like Burt Wilson's possibly getting ready to get around Nick. There is your leaders. Keaton was starting to work his way up. He's starting to fall back again, so might have burned his tires up trying to get up there, or he set back a little bit because he's managed to catch up. Now he's just kind of waiting for the laps to get by. Make another push, try and get in front. Vern trying to get around Nick Hunt right now. See Bert trying to stick in there behind Vern, trying to help push him along, get some space, get some spots. Meanwhile, up front, Keaton has managed to catch back up, and he is battling for first place. We're going to play merry-go-round with this front spot. Keaton just had it, but Benjamin's going to the inside. He's going to take it back. We got 16 to go, and these guys battling like there's 2 left. These two staying side by side. Keaton's starting to get a little bit of an advantage, but seen this kind of go back and forth, round and round. But in the meantime, Richard Holland, as these two battle each other, Richard Holland slowly sneaking up in the back. He's got about 12 laps to do so if he wants to get up there and be a part of something. Benjamin Lacey back in the lead. Keaton Tripp going to the inside. He's going to get a good jump that time, so it may be enough to hold him off. And it does. So Keaton's going to be back in the lead again. We've got 10 laps to go. And looky there. We have one Mr. Richard Holland taking that 1.3 second gap and just chewing it away down to nothing. He's now taking second place. Well, he was taking second place. He's battling a little bit with Benjamin Light right now, but now that Benjamin and Richard are battling it out, Keaton's starting to make his way and starting to pull away. Got about a 0.6. We got 8 laps to go. The other battle spot is right there. These two, I believe those two are teammates battling it out for 5th place. All right, so we've got 7 laps to go, 6 laps to go now. We got Keaton Tripp in first, Benjamin Lacey in second, Richard Holland in third. Then you got to jump back about 4 seconds to get to 4th place, which is Chuck Sweeting right now. Then you got Adam Matz, another 4 seconds, almost 5 seconds behind there. Then you got John McMillan in 6th. Ricky Fagon is in 7th. John Wimbish in 8th. Tommy Haynes is going to be 9th. And TJ Lee's going to end in the top 10. Or round out top 10, sorry. Keaton managing to pull away. He's got almost a second gap between him and 2 and 3 there. And you see 2 and 3 still battling it out side by side there. 4 laps to go. The battle is in second place right now. And that is, in fact, the battle location because everybody else has got about a second gap between them. So this is your battle right now, your battle for second, and Richard just took it away from Benjamin. Benjamin just tagging the wall there a little bit. There we go. We got 2 to go. And it looks like, unless something drastic happens or somebody's got some rabbit foot in their pocket, I believe how they are is how they're gonna be. Richard is making a push to Keaton. I just don't think he's got enough to get up there in time. As we got 1 lap to go. We're going to make our way around the last corners now. And there you go. So that's going to be your final. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. All right. This camera's always facing the wrong way. Let's see if I can't adjust that real quick while these guys finish up getting their vehicles moved around and whatnot. There we go. Kind of want the whole thing, but I guess I'm not going to get that. That is okay. Anyhow. All right. Go ahead and get ready for driver interviews. All right. Go ahead and get this over here. All right. So first up, Benjamin Lacey, our points leader. Let's bring him up here. Mr. Lacey, do you have a copy?
Yeah, man, I got you.
Well, points leader, third place tonight. It's gonna keep you in the points lead if I did my math correct. So going into next week, you should still be in first place. How do you feel about that?
What is next week?
Next
Where is
week,
that?
I believe, is Dega, or I'm sorry, is Daytona. I'm sorry, Daytona.
Same difference. I mean, yeah, man. Survive, I guess, for Daytona. Yeah, heck. I guess that's gonna be the name of the game. I think probably whoever survives the best is gonna be the guy. You know, because you can flip flop 5 positions in a matter of 1 corner there. So, yeah, that'll be an exciting finale there to watch for sure.
Yeah, Richard. Let's see. Richard's going to gain 1 spot on, or 1 point on you. So I think you're only going to have a lead of 5 if I'm getting that correct. But you know, still 5 points is 5 points, and that it'll be a good race next week. So
Yeah, coming down to the wire.
what was your biggest challenge with tonight's race?
Mr. Tripp. That was my biggest challenge tonight. Oh man, it's every week this guy, you know, it's an absolute blast, you know, just flip-flopping back and forth. Some absolute fantastic battles. I would say I love the respect that he gives. You know, we cut each other close, but there's always a little bit of room, and there's that give and take that we have there. Now it's absolutely phenomenal, and absolutely love that, and it makes for some really great racing. And you know, he got the one up on me tonight, so I think that puts him ahead on the scoreboard a little bit. But hopefully, in the future races, we can come back and even it up.
Absolutely. You know, you started 8th tonight, ended up 3rd, up 5 spots. So I mean, not too bad. Not where you wanted to be, I'm sure, because I'm sure you wanted to win. But I mean, everybody wants to win. But I mean, you can't complain about 3rd place.
I'll take it. Especially that last run there. I was running the bottom, trying to save the tires up a little bit. And I think actually running the bottom actually burned my right rear up a little bit more than I wanted it to be. So that's when Keaton got to me. I moved to the top, and I just had no drive off the corner, and he still had some, so he was able to save that a little bit more. Ended up being a difference. So, but at the end of the day, you know, P3, it's still a podium position, and I'll take it.
Absolutely. And, you know, you still maintain your points lead, so got to be happy with that, and that's the important thing. So,
yeah.
Is there anybody
tough, though.
Is there anybody like to thank for your P3 tonight?
Oh, you know, the sponsor on the car is Real Earth Films, Filming the Wild. Filming the Wild's YouTube channel, youtube.com/filming the wild. Give them a check, give them a like, give them a view. That'd be awesome. Put them in the algorithm. And then, you know, obviously Vern and Michael putting on the league, doing such a great job. You Brazen for the broadcast. Heard you moved, so hope you're digging the new crib.
I'm getting used to it. It's a change.
Was it a big move across like state lines, or like?
I went from Wisconsin to New York.
Oh yeah, that's a big one. That's a big one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, shoot. I wish you the best of luck in New York, man.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations on your P3 tonight, and we'll look forward to seeing you next week, and hopefully have you back up here in championship.
Yeah, I hope I can do it. We'll see what happens. It's going to be tough.
All right. Have yourself a good night. Congratulations on P3.
Thank you. You too.
All right. And we've got this man right here. Mr. Richard Holland. You got a copy.
Brazy, you're back.
I am back.
Nice. Does that mean you did the broadcast last night?
I did.
Oh, nice. I didn't even know. I'll have to go watch it. Awesome.
So how's it going, sir?
Well, it's going as good as it can be when you pit one lap after the leaders and you have fresher tires and you run them down by 4.5 seconds and you just can't get it done. So it's going that good.
Well, I'll be honest. I thought with 5 laps left there, it was 1, 2, 3. You were sitting in third, and it looked like that was going to be how it was going to be. And all of a sudden, you come trucking up and just battled your way. You ended up getting in a battle with Ben there for a little bit, and I think that kind of must have caught you up a little bit and allowed Keaton to kind of run away. So
yeah, I was catching them guys really slowly, and I was kind of worried that I wasn't going to get there, and I may have saved a little too much because I was trying to run hard but save a little bit too because I wanted some tire when I did get there, and I was kind of counting on the fact they would get racing each other, and they did, and that allowed me to catch them a little bit faster, I think, with them racing side by side. But yeah, I felt like I had better tires than them, and I just couldn't clear Lacey there, and we raced for side by side 4, 5, 6 laps, and Keaton just drove away, and I couldn't. Once I cleared Ben, I was just too far away from him. I couldn't catch him.
yeah. Well, I mean, you got in front of Benjamin, which got you 1 point closer to him for the championship.
Yeah, that could make a difference. Next week we'll see. But we may both be destroyed, and he finishes 25th, and I finish 20th with any luck. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. I knew that was going to be huge there, racing Ben. Rather giving up another point to him and being 7 behind him, or getting by him and being 5. I mean, it could have made all the difference. 2-point swing, but
right.
We'll see.
Well, and I mean, you never know. You never know what happens. Anything can happen.
Sure.
I mean, we see it every week. Just random crazy things happen, and sometimes they go your way, sometimes they don't. So
that's right. For sure. It's the way the cookie crumbles, they say.
It is the way the cookie crumbles, and it's been fun. I mean, it was fun watching you guys battle it out, and like I said, I really thought there 5 laps left, 10 laps left, it was going to be 1, 2, 3 because you guys were pretty spaced out, and then all of a sudden it was like everybody kind of grouped up, and Ben and Keaton started battling, and then you caught up to them, and then you and Ben battled and changed everything up, and it made for a good ending of the race. So
yeah, I think with like 10 to go, them guys had been racing side by side for several laps, and I think they had run hard, and I had tried to run, like I said, hard but kind of save too, and I think that was about the point where my tires were, quite a bit better than theirs, at least, anyways, and I was able. Plus, like I said, with them guys racing side by side made a huge difference. But yeah, I really needed to clear Ben there, like on lap 1 when I was racing side by side with him, and I just couldn't. I couldn't do it. He had every time I'd have a really good corner on the bottom, he'd have a really good corner on the top, and I was just hoping he was going to overdrive and I could clear him, and I almost did once, and I got in the throttle really early, and I got loose and almost slid up into him, and I heard him like scrape the wall, and I had to apologize to him on the track because I felt like I really squeezed him there, and I was like, oof. But I always race Ben, a lot in this league, and he's always a super clean racer. It's always a lot of fun to race him. And Keaton too. Keaton is, my God, him and I've had quite a few battles. He usually gets the best of me, but It's a lot of fun racing those guys because you can send it in there and beside him and know that you're going to get his best, but he's probably not going to wreck you. You know what I mean?
Yep.
He can control it and take care of it, and it just makes for just unbelievably fun racing. And I guarantee you, Ben and Keaton would say the same thing.
Absolutely. And it makes it for a fun watch. So with that being said, congratulations on your P2. Is there anybody you'd like to thank for tonight?
Yeah, I just want to thank you, Brazy, for getting set up as quick as you did, and being able to do the broadcast for us as quick as you were able to. Again, we all appreciate the broadcast so much. I know everybody loves to go and watch it, and support people that support us that race, family members and whatnot like to watch the races too. And we wouldn't have that if it wasn't for you doing this, and we appreciate it. So just want to thank everybody that has anything to do with the league, running it, setting everything up, putting everything together. My teammates, Ricky, TJ races with us quite a bit. Yeah, I mean, all these drivers, man, like I just mentioned, it's so much fun to race, side by side, and know that you can be competitive with people that aren't going to wreck you every other lap.
Right. Well, congratulations on P2 and gaining another spot up on the championship, and we'll see what happens with you next week.
Cross our fingers, and we'll see what happens. I guess it's going to be hold my beer and watch this.
Well, we look forward to it. So good luck, and have yourself a good night, sir.
You too, Bridget.
Congratulations on
Appreciate it.
P2.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Now we got to talk to this guy. Now we got to talk to this guy.
How's
Again.
it going? Long time no see.
How's it going, Keaton?
Good, you?
I'm doing all right.
How's the move?
Oh, it sucked, but you know what? It is what it is, and we're here. So
That's good. At least you
well,
made it.
I did make it.
How's
And
the snow in Buffalo? Probably way worse than we got.
I've got about 3 foot of snow total outside right now.
Oh, that's fun.
It snowed, I think, so I've been here since last Monday. So I've been here since the 19th, and I think it snowed all but 2 days.
Yeah, that sounds terrible.
So, and I think each snow has been at least 3 inches, so if not more. But, so you did a thing here tonight.
I did do a thing. Somehow I won.
Hell of a battle between you and Benjamin there.
Yeah, that was crazy good racing. I got to give him props. There's some very clean racing tonight, and good clean racing, and long green flag runs. It was a blast, that's for sure.
I think this is one of the shorter amount of laps or smaller amount of laps that you've led in a race in recent time. Only led 51 laps tonight, but you led the one that mattered. So, congratulations on that. Was there any driving lanes? Did you have to make any changes on your driving lane or anything as you were going, or did you kind of find what worked and stuck to it all night and just kept going?
I was honestly shocked. Whenever we did our last pit stop, Benjamin, he came out of the pits probably like a second and a half in front of me. So I just went balls to the walls, got up to him, and I have no idea how his car fell off before mine because I was just running my lines and driving the car to the full limit almost, and yeah, we got side by side, and he kept getting loose off the corners, and my car was just staying perfectly balanced, and just kept working on that inside and got past him. But what I was really worried about was us battling and pushing so hard, and Richard was sneaking in on the picture there. He was coming in hot, and I thought for sure, even if I would have gotten by him, Richard was gonna pass me because he was probably on way fresher tires. But the car just stayed balanced, and I pulled away and got it done. So it was definitely a great race tonight.
Absolutely. Well, another race down. We got one left. Finishing off in Daytona. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, we're gonna try to win that bracket challenge since last week I decided to take a nap and didn't wake up in time for the race. So we're out of the championship, but at least we got the bracket to look forward to and see if we can get some teammates to race in it and to help out on that. So gonna be a hell of a race.
All right. Yes, it will. So, with that being said, I mean, is there anybody you'd like to thank for your P1 tonight?
Yeah, thank NASCARSurvivor.com for sponsoring the car. It's the easiest place to play NASCAR fantasy, and thank Mom and Dad watching, and Austin, Andrew, and Rylan, and you guys obviously putting on the races and broadcast. It's a great race tonight.
All right. Well, congratulations on your P1 tonight, and we'll see what happens next week in Daytona.
Yeah, we'll see if we can survive it.
So, well, congratulations. You have yourself a good night, and we'll see you next week.
Yep, thank you. You have a good one.
All right, everybody. That is going to do it here again tonight for another round of WFO Racing for the Truck Series. Sponsored by Eighmey Contracting. We will be back here again next week to finish off the season for the championship races. We will be at Daytona for both the car and the truck. Cars on Tuesday, trucks on Wednesday. Same time, same channel. We will see you then. Have yourselves a great week. And on behalf of WFO Racing and all of the drivers and everybody behind the scenes, I want to thank you all for being here. I want to thank you for hanging out. Thank you for watching and doing all the stuff that you do. And I want to thank all the drivers for putting on the race tonight. It was a great race. Wonderful to watch. Some great battles going on and some great racing. So with that being said, I want to thank you all. Have yourselves a great night, and we will catch you next week. Until then, later on, everybody.